If you want to see Rico blowing bubbles without paying the $6.99, hit up the FSAP merch.
That's the jingle. Hit up the FSAP merch.
Hey.
Hey guys, Rico here. I just want to tell you guys about our amazing partnership with Crosswork Media. Our boy Nicholas Garcia wrote this book called Flight Team. It's a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And Flight Team is about a fantasy steampunk themed superhero adventure. This dark, bloody adventure is littered with emotion, graphic, symbolic imagery. Join Marcos, Joel, Claus, and Dimitri as they defend the world of Atlas Park from demonic invasion. Bro, you want to check this out, man. This is a very good manga, and we have a special code for you. It's freestyle, and you'll get a great discount. We'll have the link to their website in the episode's bio. So go ahead and get you a physical copy, and let's get back into the episode. Yeah. Anyways.
You a boonie?
He not no boonie, bro.
You wrestle alligators? You wrestling them alligators out there?
Out up there in the bayou.
Yeah.
I be out there in the bayou over there wrestling them alligators. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was over there talking about cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Welcome back to another episode of Freestyle Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Rico. This is CJ, Ty, your two other hosts as well. Man, this is the first episode since WasabiCon.
Ooh, how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling?
Hey, WasabiCon, it was fun. I love Louisiana. I love New Orleans. I want to go back. Much. Hey, you a hater?
Yeah, I would like to go back.
I call him Sleepy Boy Ty.
Yeah,
that boy slept through all the fun.
He did. He really did.
Went to Bourbon Street, had a blast.
Bro, I was about my business. All right.
What business you take care of in your sleep? Because business don't sleep.
You're missing some opportunities to network, bro. Come on, man.
Plenty networking, bro. Because we got to meet a lot of you out. A lot of you got merch too. We appreciate that.
We appreciate y'all getting the merch and supporting us. Shout out Cindy, we love you.
Yes.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, bro, and then check the Instagram too. We got you on the Instagram.
I think she saw it. She asked for us to send it. Did anybody send her?
Her what?
The picture. She was like, "Send me this."
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
No, not just Sydney, but also all the people that bought merch too. Because we know we got to shout you out. Because y'all are the reason why we can be here today, right?
Yeah. And everybody who came to the panel have fun.
Shout out to Chronos, David that we met, and Craig. I think Craig. I kept forgetting his name, but he was on recording a lot for Chronos. Yo, shout out to him. Those were some good people.
Yeah, cool guys.
Shout out to I think her name was Monet. Not Monet. What's her name? She was rapping. She was killing
Momo.
it. Momo. Shout out to Momo and her friends as well too.
Momo.
Gang. And they picked up some merch. They came. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate it.
She had to pick up the Hussoka shirt.
Yes.
You don't got the Hussoka. Oh, I got the Hussoka.
So we ain't got.
Hey. She is 69, kind. She is 69.
Yo, but yeah, shout out to them. We gotta double back to Louisiana for sure. Yeah, we gotta get back. That was a fun stay. I ain't gonna lie.
This time we wasn't able to bring our dog Maul, but next time we might do some subs. Somebody got to be on the bench.
But yeah, like them boys say, man, y'all keep checking out that merch and following the page as well too.
And the merch page.
We got a whole page specifically for the merch. You can see the latest drops for the designs. Rico making some fire ads over there, bro. He's at a professional level, man. He's doing
if you want to see Rico blowing bubbles without paying the $6.99, hit up the FSAP merch.
That's the jingle. Hit up the FSAP merch.
Hey. Remember back when jingles was hot?
It was a thing.
I miss that era, man.
Jamie Foxx
killing it. 1-800 steamers, Stanley Steamer
makes your home cleaner.
I'm dead. I love that. I use a lot of that one.
Where's the horn button? Somebody hit the horn. Yeah, snap. Oh no, you gotta turn it on. Go ahead, turn that one. The last one. The last one. Oh. All the way up.
There we go.
Which one's the horn?
No.
We applauded. My fault. I ain't know what button is which. See, he don't know what button is which.
There we go.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, scoot it over.
Scoot that bit over to the nigga who know where all the buttons at.
No, for real, bro. But yeah, man. Big shout out to all y'all.
Oh, I can't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, chill out. Let's get into it, man. Where y'all want to go first?
Man, we got to start with the greatest of all time, One Piece, because every single episode is gas, all gas, no breaks.
Did you hear how it's supposed to be debuting again in Las Vegas on the giant ball projection?
For real?
Really?
Nah.
Second time.
Debuting what episode?
No, not debate. Like they're just having a One Piece ad on there. It's the first
wow.
time.
That's
It's
sick,
the
bro.
second time it's doing One Piece, and One Piece is the only anime that's ever made it on there.
Nice.
Because
So-
One Piece different, bro.
Everybody who's still on One Piece hate, saying that it's not the greatest of all time. I don't understand how it's still breaking all these barriers and it's not the greatest of all time.
Oh,
I
for
don't
real?
like
Sorry,
people
bro.
like it for a reason. I don't know. It's everywhere. But yeah, we're gonna get right into One Piece with the latest episode. If y'all didn't see it, spoiler alert, but we're gonna talk about it today because a girl say touchdown.
Yep. Boom. Literally touchdown.
And
Touchdown.
it was magnificent.
I'm telling you, and for those who out there think that One Piece is over animated, I don't know.
Why
what
you
to tell
looking this way? I didn't agree with them. Oh, you talking about the lines? The lines? I still don't like the lines.
I'm sorry, bro.
Anyway,
I was like, the whole animation, they put so much sauce on it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking. They slathered that bit. That bit was oiled.
Like, even when
Like
before
Diddy
he
and
did
Cash.
anything,
Yo.
when you just see the
What's wrong with you?
Did you not hear about the oil bit? I mean,
hey, we not here to talk about that. You know?
That's for
You a little too familiar.
That's for the exclusive. But yeah.
I slide.
But no, I was saying even before he teleported, the ocean water just settling.
Oh yeah,
instantly.
Yeah.
yes.
And you see the circle like show up, the summoning circle, and then the electricity comes out like goop. Like, oh,
Yeah, he came out real. He
Yeah.
did his. He did
Bro,
that. He did his big one.
You know what it
for all the
reminded me
girls out
of?
there.
That first cutscene when you get into like Elden Ring and like a boss like shows up. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it
Yeah.
felt like to me.
No, it when the fact that you explained the water scene, it felt like, man, this finna go scary. There's some demon stuff that's popping out. Like it only two powers stop, like, you know, a bunch of stuff. It's either super holy or it's some demonic shit that's about to happen.
And yeah, we got that. We got that the ladder on this one because boy, when he popped up, first of all, the fact that the Marines was just like, yo, if you're vice captain or was it vice captain?
No, I think it was lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
If you was low enough on the totem point, you weren't even allowed to see this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you, and then he wasn't lying because at first I
That
felt
poor
bad for
buddy.
him.
He's like,
He was
what's
like, what is that?
Yeah, dead.
Dead, right? Everybody talking about Shank's Wi-Fi hockey. I need to know what hockey that is.
Yeah,
that?
that's
I don't
crazy.
even know if it's hockey.
I don't know what it is, but it's that automatic. But he talk about the switch. Mm-hmm. He got that Wi-Fi switch.
You know what it low key reminds
And
me
not-
of? That's also not hockey as far as we know.
What?
Ivankov.
Oh, the
Ivankov just
death
got
wing?
that. Yeah, that death wing. And he just like it just like sends out like a shockwave.
That's true.
I wonder if it's something similar.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, if anybody,
maybe
Ivankov
she
was
just-
there with them for a while. Like,
maybe she's just winking. Maybe Ivankov is just winking really hard, and it's just like the air, like coming off.
I mean, maybe something similar.
It could be.
I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know.
probably
We
is
saw
something
guards
Who
punch
knows?
air, so you know.
Yeah.
That is true.
At this
They're
point,
different.
at this point, we don't know what it is. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't. But how did you guys feel about it comparing to like the manga panels?
Oh, this
I
is
think
better.
yeah, way better.
Better in every way.
It,
Yeah.
it did the manga so much justice.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, like
The colors, the electricity, the sound effects, like he brought up the goop morphing into like
Yeah.
like that.
I ain't
you
gonna
didn't
lie,
see that
though.
in the manga.
Shout out to Bonnie for, you know, sticking to what on site is.
oh yeah, oh right. Honestly,
Right?
Bonnie said, "Oh, it's up."
It's up and it's stuck, boy. She went up there.
bro, no
Yo,
hesitation, bro.
If it was anybody else, that would have been. I would have been like,
Nah, she had a combination of like fear and anger because she was, you could tell, like at first I was like, is she scared?
Yeah.
Because from the angle it looked like she was running away.
yeah.
But then I, as I'm watching, I'm like, oh no, she's going towards him. Oh, she said, oh, hell breaking loose. Let's go.
bro.
Went
Yeah.
straight forward.
Kafka,
Straight
it's
forward.
funny because if you remember the contrast, kind of like back on Saboti,
Yeah.
she had to like forcibly save Zoro from even just
Yes.
attacking the Celestial Dragon.
Yeah.
And now she's the one going for the kill. I was just like, bro.
I
that's
can't
crazy.
wait.
Yeah. Were you surprised that Saturn, like I forgot in the manga part that Saturn actually bled?
Yeah,
No, yeah, I remember
did.
that. That was interesting, but that's
But-
still something to bring up.
Yeah. Was that like,
In the manga, no, we can't even say that because now it's gonna get into spoilers.
no, not getting too much, but I'm
But
just
yeah, he
saying
did
like,
bleed, yes.
yeah, I was just like, does that make him like, as far as penetrating them weak? Like
I think so. They're not very defensive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
I don't think so because Luffy specifically said one of them was extremely defensive.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well,
we gotta wait for that
let's
one.
not touch too much
Yeah.
on that.
But
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
man,
that's kind of a spoiler too.
Wh-
Cut that
what's
out.
y'all rating? What's y'all rating on it?
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
9.8, 9.7,
Utah.
9.8, 9.7.
I think it might be. I don't want to give it a 10. I don't want to give it a 10
Nah.
because there's better
Galaxy
things
Impact
coming.
is
Yeah,
there's better
10 out
things
here.
coming.
Because I don't want to put it so high, then you can't put it.
Because my thing is like this is honestly more of a setup episode than
Yeah,
anything else.
exactly.
So
First
it's like,
setup
really was.
episode,
Really was.
it's a great 8.
I know
for me.
you loving it. They
Yeah, I'm loving
feeding
it.
you with the Zoro versus Lucci's.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
That wasn't in the manga. They added that, but
They
they
did.
made it very interesting.
They're making the battle a little bit longer, so you get more of it. Because
I'm still
we got
seeing
a couple
third
panels
sword, by the way. I'm just saying.
from who?
With Zoro.
because remember there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because he only used 2 in the
That's
manga.
what people are saying. That's what I
did
remember.
use 3 at the beginning, and then later he switches to 2, and that's where all the hate comments
I
are
don't
coming in
think
for
so
Lucy.
because I was
Oh.
supposed to go back and look at it. I didn't get a chance to, but I really don't think so. I think it's either Oda meant for him to have all 3, or he got his sword knocked out of his hand or something. I don't think he purposely went down.
I
to 2
remember Lucci
and then
did
bring it out
hit
because that don't
one of
make
his
sense.
swords out of his hand.
That don't make sense in Zoro's character. Because why would Zoro put away a sword to make himself weaker?
No,
and then
no,
pick
no.
it back
Okay,
up
okay.
to
I
try
think
to- no, that's what how Ty's implying it.
No,
I think that's
my-
what happened.
my
don't think that's how
impression,
it's
my interpret is Zoro to me with the 3 swords. Depending on the character that you're fighting, if you notice earlier in One Piece, depending on the character who was fighting, he would measure out and decide if he wanted to use all 3 or 2 or go to
Yeah.
1. And depending if like, okay, I got to do a finisher, he would put both away, and he felt like this one attack was gonna do you. Even when he fought Hordy in underwater, he felt like 2 swords were enough, and he's like, let me put this away. And
But he
I'ma
didn't
get you.
defeat Hordy.
Yeah, but
he pretty much did.
at that
Oh,
point
had to
he
go.
was he would put the pause on.
You know, Hordy was a fiend, boy.
Yeah, I know. He popped some more pills after he got beat that
Exactly.
round.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't
But all
defeat
I'm
him in the
saying
battle, but he
Yeah,
lost
take
that
some
round.
sense.
But
beans, bro.
Zoro just, I don't know. Later on, there's instances where Zoro shows that, like, once again, he stopped playing around.
Yeah.
When it comes to certain people, like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
coming against us? Hey, I'm going all out.
But you want to know what the
that's why
universal
all of
sign
Wa-
for that
Hold on,
is?
hold on. Can I finish what I'm saying?
Go ahead, finish
go
your
ahead,
point.
go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, like, in Wano, when he only had the 2 swords, he made a big deal about only having the 2 swords. Because even when he went against like Hawkins or whatever, he made it apparent that he would have won. Not Hawkins. When he was going against Killer, he made it apparent that he was like, "Yo, if I had my 3rd sword, I would have defeated you easier." And Killer was like, "Yo, if I had my."
I see what
whatever these are called.
I got you. I see the
Rotating.
mix up. What you're confusing is, remember, the reason Zoro was there was because somebody stole the sword that he actually like.
Yeah,
liked.
I know.
So I think he meant more of his comfortability with that sword. He would easily defeat you than like, I need these 3 weapons to defeat you. That's how I interpret it.
I don't know, because he gave
thought
up
of
that
it like
weapon. Like,
No,
No,
He
he didn't. The dog ripped it away from him.
I'm
and he
saying
was,
later
and then
on,
he
as
gave
soon
it.
as it
'Cause he
came
got-
back to like, oh, I want my sword back, and then she was just like, oh, please give Wano back their sword. I'll give you another one. He was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
he didn't even
because-
see the sword yet.
I
He was
know.
just like, oh, okay.
Nah, I think they told him it was
told
gonna
him
be.
They said
what
it was Odin's sword. But
Yeah.
you going off hearsay, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you
Yeah, but it's
Odin's
a
sword. This is a
trustworthy
great
person.
sword.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. You pull up. and it's
Remember
some
that was
boo-boo.
Ryuma's sword that
Yeah,
he
it
had.
was.
Yeah.
But
But
Ryuma specifically gave it to him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, these are the people of Wano, though. They know the sword. So when somebody from Wano who grew up in the culture said, "No, I got a better sword than that for you,"
He gonna
like
do
I'd
it,
be
yeah.
inclined to believe it. I'd be
I
like,
don't
yeah,
think it was a better sword though.
it is. They said it was.
Emma is better.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is it?
Emma is better than
Did you not
Ryuma's
see
sword.
when he was just like, shit, and he just cut out the entire mouth? I was like,
Yeah,
yo, he didn't mean to do
Emma's
that.
stronger
I
for sure.
understand that he's stronger with Emma, but I don't think it was because I'm pretty sure Sushui was rated higher than Emma.
Actually, no, I don't think so.
And wasn't Sushui a black blade already?
Yeah, Shushu is a black blade, which makes that a bonus to it. But I think Emma is actually a higher
I think
grade
they're
of sword.
actually the same level, but Sushui is already a black blade, whereas Emma wasn't made a black blade yet. I think that's what it was. But that still will put Sushui above Emma.
Yeah, strength wise, I'm putting Emma above Shishui. I get what you're saying in the
based
ranking.
on like what we've seen
yeah.
him doing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't know.
Ranking wise, you might be right with the swords. Ranking wise, Ty's fact checking it, so you might be right with it. So, we would have to see, bro. But I felt like with that situation, he, when he fought, what's his name? Not Hawkins, Killer. The comfortability of having that sword, and he felt like he needed that sword, bro, because he had that sword for a long time.
Yeah,
So,
since
yeah.
Thriller Bark. He had it for like over 2 years.
So when he
No,
picked
they're
up
the same grade.
they're the
They
same
are
grade.
the same grade.
Yeah.
And Susui is a black blade.
Yeah.
Emma was not made black yet. So that puts Susui above.
Not necessarily. That means that's like when you have like a character who's like level 100, but like maybe their stats cap out at a lower level than this sword, who their stats, somewhat relative, but they have more potential to go to
Yeah.
because they're lower level.
They're the same level, though.
They're the same level. I feel like the
S level, or not S, but like A, because there's one tier above them, right?
yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
The
Another
swords.
tier. So
There's
No,
one
no,
more
that
tier
is the
above-
highest tier.
They are the
Owazamono,
highest?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Owazamono Great Swords. There's 21 of them.
There's supposed to be one above that's only 12.
Is it? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm mixing it up.
Hey, bro, you slacking with your sword
Damn,
shit,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
man.
trying to find a quick answer. That's
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
got you. But I'm pretty sure there's one level above him that's only 12, where
Yeah.
Griffin and Ace,
Yeah.
Whitebeard's thing was.
There's a wiki for this somewhere.
But anyway, all I'm saying is, if they're on the same level, maybe Zoro aligns with Emma better.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're trying to say. Like it suits him more. It
Yeah, I
suits
know.
his,
I'm
like-
more trying to say like align and it just comfortability of like,
Yeah, that's what-
like I need another sword just to help me with the comfortability of having 3 swords. I don't know if he needed all 3 to beat him, but
I mean, he did take one of
kinda,
his
yeah.
scythes to
Yeah.
beat him. Remember,
Yeah,
he took
true.
one of the scythes and he was just like, "Oh, I got something in my paw."
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
There is a higher level. Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know with the whole sword thing. It's just I feel like Zoro's probably more like I don't know. He used Emma better than he uses Susui, but I
Yeah.
think Susui still
I don't know,
technically is a better
I think
sword.
Emma just has higher potential.
yeah,
Probably.
way more.
That could be the truth.
And it
too.
also uses Conqueror's Hockey.
And it forces him to
yeah,
put
it
more
forces
hockey
you.
out.
It
Yeah.
forces you to use conquerors. Like, I understand that, but that's why I said I feel like it's where Susui. Because don't get me wrong, I still think Ryuma was stronger than in his prime was strong. It's still stronger than Zoro is now. Because
Oh,
he's
you
supposed to
still
be the
think
god.
Zoro-
He's the god blade.
Yeah,
Like,
Zoro has
I feel
to-
like Ryuma is where Zoro's going to be end of series.
Okay.
that makes sense.
God of blades.
Yeah. I
Like
mean-
he's like this man stood on top of Wano. Like everybody knew this man as
The strongest.
the strongest.
That makes
Sword-wise.
sense because you remember how we all talking about like Luffy has Joy Boy and all these people to follow.
Yeah,
Zoro,
yeah.
Ryuma, what's the other swordsman? Mihawk.
Mihawk. Yeah.
So it would make sense.
That's crazy to say. Who's the other guy again? Oh, Mihawk.
Bro, I forgot his name.
Mihawk.
Fraud Hog. What was
I
that?
still think Rayleigh's up there. I really feel like Rayleigh used to be the strongest before he just gave up the
I
title.
believe that. I do believe that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Roger also used a sword. So it's
Oh,
kinda
that's
hard
true
to say.
too. Yeah.
So it
I
could have
don't
been
know.
Rogers.
It could have been Rogers.
Yeah. But anyways, man, next topic.
Yeah,
Since we're
yeah,
all
speaking
talking
about
about
Zoro.
Zoro. Let's get into that gauntlet.
Yeah, we got a little lost in that one,
Yeah.
just like Zoro. Anyway,
We did.
So we gonna do a Zoro gauntlet where we gonna see how far Zoro can get through these people.
Yup.
So we got 4 people, and we gonna see how far he gets. The first
start with
person
number
is
one.
Shiryu.
Shiryu. Do you guys think he
Shiryu.
makes it past Shiryu?
Shiryu.
Shiryu.
Shiryu?
Shiryu.
Like Haruki. Ryu.
Yeah.
Shiryu.
Shiryu. Yes.
Yeah, we talk funny out here.
She.
Shiryu, Crocodile. That's
Ben
what,
Beckman.
That's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Crocodile, Ben Beckman, and Aokiji.
That is the gauntlet.
I don't know if Crocodile's over Shiryu.
I really don't think so.
Me either. I think we should put Croc first.
We gonna
Actually,
do
that's
Croc.
not true. That's not. I forgot that Shiryu's part of Blackbeard's crew. So yeah, Croc is
This
higher.
guy. This guy. He's just a hater. Anyway, so
But
I
level
think,
wise, he might be right though. Like
You think so?
stature wise, it kind of would make sense because
Cause Shiryu just random.
yeah, he's not a boss.
Whoa.
So-
Shiryu is not just random. He used to be the warden of Impel Down, and then he got imprisoned by
Got packed up?
Magellan. Whoa, he didn't get packed up. By Magellan.
That is true. I forgot about that.
Strong ass Magellan.
Yeah.
And he was in prison, and you know how when you in prison, you know what happens? You get prison ripped for whatever reason in One Piece. Once you go to jail, you come out. Yeah, your power level jump.
Yeah.
So, and I think he's supposed to be the right hand.
Croc went to jail too.
No, he's not.
Who's
far as
the
I'm
right hand?
aware.
Oh,
I don't think-
Lafette.
I think
No, not even necessarily. I know. I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure
Beiju.
Burgess is the
Yeah,
first mate.
Burgess.
I think.
Oh, okay.
As in, like, well, I say not first mate, but like his
And if
first crewmate or
anything,
something like that.
the dude that disappears a lot,
Lafette.
Lafette might be.
Hey, bro, I don't know, but we all kind of figured that that's who Zoro's gonna be end up fighting. So I assume.
I
he's-
say Zoro got that one.
I think so.
Right now. Right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you think Zoro could pierce?
But I don't think I don't think Shiryu even know that.
Do you think
The
Zoro
reason-
could pierce guard?
Yes, if he caught him off guard, the same way Shiryu did.
Yeah, I do too.
He didn't catch him off guard.
He did.
Garp knew he was.
Oh,
coming.
sorry. Jump in
Let me
front of it.
rephrase.
It was Kobe's fault.
Yeah.
Kobe's fault. I'm still mad.
Like, let me rephrase though. Yes, I think if
Talking all
Garp
that
jumped in the
mess.
way of his sword, Zoro
Yeah,
could
Zoro.
cut him.
Talking all
Yeah,
that.
I think
mess.
Zoro would do a better job because remember he had to rely on like deception. Going
Exactly,
invincible.
bro.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So okay, so we'll give him Zoro, but what about Crocodile?
Crocodile, I think he got even easier. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Him matching up with Luffy's old people already with like Lucci, I could see him beat Crocodile.
You think he would beat Crocodile? Crocodile matched up with Mihawk though.
Yeah.
For like half a second. And also, Mihawk, I don't think was really.
Actually, no, it wasn't half a second. They fought for and Doflamingo. He fought Doflamingo too.
He did fight though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
this
Zoro could
whole
do it.
prison rip thing is
Yeah, Prison
crazy to
Rip
me,
is
bro.
pretty-
I don't
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I think Zoro moves.
Because
fast.
don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he beats Crocodile beats Mihawk, but I'm pretty sure Mihawk respects him enough to actually just sit there and listen to him, or not listen to him, but like think he's competent enough and like to go for what they're trying to do with Cross Guild,
Yeah.
even though Buggy's all messing it up in a way.
Messing it up.
Messing
Buggy
it
is
up
the
in a
only
way.
reason they got
Messing it up in a
anywhere to
way.
begin with.
Messing
bro.
No, Crocodile's the only reason why Buggy even having the win because he had to borrow money from
And he
Crocodile to
owed
even
money,
do
yup.
anything. That nigga had to borrow
me.
money. I ain't never
Yo,
seen a handout from
hold
a
on,
pirate.
hold on,
Go
hold
right
on,
at a
hold on.
village like
Hold
a
on,
normal
hold on.
pirate.
Crocodile from the hood. As soon as he got
Crocodile,
out of
dead
jail,
ass. He was like,
said,
"Where
"Pay me
my money, bro?" He pulled up like, "Yo,
Hey.
where my money at?
And
You thought
he-
you wasn't gonna pay me back because I was in jail? Nah, I'm out, cuz."
That man
So- and
on
he pulled up with the
parole,
knife.
he on whatever, and he's just like, we got to get this business back
Speaking
on.
of Crocodile, he got the best, one of the best drips.
I'll give you that.
He
I'll
got
give you that. Better
he
than
do be just-
Doflamingo.
Nah, man.
Doflamingo in the red suit.
In the right, if you're talking about the one, too, I'll give you that. Doflamingo
Bro, why
got
you
dripping the
hating?
suit.
We not gonna
hater.
start this. Ben Beckman is where I think Zoro has problems.
Problems?
He has problems. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I'll put Aokiji under Ben Beckman, and I think Aokiji's still beating Zoro.
Right now,
100%.
I think it'll be a good fight.
I don't
I
even think
it'll
so.
be-
I don't even
What?
think so. I don't even think so. I don't.
Nah, I think it make a good fight,
I don't
bro.
think
Because my thing, I got to keep in mind, too, if it was just Garp versus Aokiji, I think Garp stomps, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because, like,
Well, it was just Garp and versus Aokiji for a while.
yeah, but he wasn't
Yeah.
even hurt. Like, Garp really wasn't, like,
but
phased.
Aokiji wasn't really hurt either.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was. What you talking?
When
Bro
was
was
Aokiji got
leaking.
hit?
What are you talking about? Bro got up and he was like,
Yeah,
blood.
but he wasn't really
I
hurt
guess.
though, because he
Yeah,
came out
like-
the hole and he put.
I know, but I'm saying Garp was fine.
Yeah.
Other than getting stabbed by Shiryu.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the only reason Garp lost.
I guess.
So, to me, like, I'm just like, that's the most recent thing we had from Aokiji. Where I start to draw the comparison is that, like, Aokiji really pulled up on the whole cake and just, like, low diffed everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Zoro wasn't there.
No, I know.
Yeah, but I don't think Zoro would be able to low diff everybody on whole cake.
I mean, at
Everybody?
this- no.
Cracker?
No.
All them?
I'm just saying he has a better chance to at least run through a lot of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's beating some of them,
It's just-
most of them in a 1v1 easily.
It's gonna be the top
But
three of like
yeah.
the top. That he's
Cat
gonna have
Curry
problems.
wasn't there though.
Yeah, because Caesar already
Yeah.
took him out.
Who?
Caesar
Oh
Clown?
yeah, he made him fight Ivan. But yeah, I was just saying like,
Yeah, don't sleep on my dog Caesar.
hey bro, Aokiji ain't nothing to play with, bro. Honestly, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, Aokiji ain't nothing to
I
play
don't
with.
think because and we don't know a lot of Ben Beckman's power in the gun. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
yeah.
But the last time we
the-
saw Zoro fight somebody with 2 guns, it was a pretty good fight.
Who?
That was the dude from Skypiea.
Oh yeah,
Way back.
There's also that one movie
And-
with the
and-
girl.
And
Movies ain't got
the
canon.
dude shot Zoro in the thigh and everything.
Yeah. But Ben Beckman, I ain't gonna lie, Ben
He
Beckman,
point.
he
He-
put that gun at the Kizaru, and Kizaru put them hands up.
Yo,
I mean, that
You
was
know,
a
I ain't
movie.
gonna lie.
That was a movie, but
No, that was Marine Fort.
Oh yeah, he did.
Real quick though, I know people bring that scene up all the time. Like, not 5 seconds later, Kizu was like, "All right, I'm gonna go stop them now," and he just left. Like,
Yeah, but that's because everybody was distracted. Everybody's looking over here, and he's just like, "Man, I'm gonna do."
But
Nah,
from
no,
what
I'm
we
just saying,
from what we
Kizu
see,
like,
hold
low
on.
key kind of just
'Cause-
like, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with Ty from what we seen in Kizaru. His personality, like that scene. Whoa! I ain't come here to fight y'all. It could be him just joking. I think he just has that dry humor. Like, whoa,
Nah, bro.
I'm just saying.
I don't even think
Listen,
it's right. I think he just like
listen.
was like, let me see what the vibe is like before I do it.
Listen, they showed up. First thing first, they showed up. Ben Beckman was with Shanks.
He did
All of
see
a sudden,
Kizu.
he's just on Kizuru's ass.
That is-
we didn't even see the nigga move. And Kizuru's the fastest motherfucking, supposedly, the fastest motherfucking in the verse. And he didn't even see this nigga move.
Yeah.
And then he put a gun to your head and you just like, oh, shit,
Yeah.
you got it. and then you wait until he's distracted to be like, oh, yeah, now I can get away. You can't do that when
I
you
gotta
pay
go back
attention.
and watch that scene. I don't remember
So,
being distracted. But I was gonna say, last thing
go
with
ahead.
Ben Beckman too. You gotta keep in mind too. He also did Low Div Kid.
Yeah.
Took that man's
the whole
arm.
But that was a weaker kid. That's like before. Was that before? Yeah, I think that was before the time skip.
No,
Yes?
was it? No, because when he
got captured with Kaido, he already
Yeah, that
was
was
already
way
missing an
before.
arm. That was during the time
That's
skip.
what set his journey off. That's Loki what started his arc.
Really? Because he wanted revenge
after
against
Sabaody. Yeah.
just Shakespeare. He was like, "Oh, my arm's gone."
Yeah. So all I'm gonna say is for sure, I can see him Zoro losing Aokiji. I give you guys that. Ben Beckman, I can't see Zoro. That's something Zoro would have to prove it to me. Aokiji, I could probably 70-30, 70 going to Aokiji, 30. I can make a little argument, but I still got Aokiji winning. Yeah.
No, he's saying Zoro getting 30, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
70-30, Zoro, Aokiji getting 70.
Gotcha.
That's it.
I don't
But-
know. Ben Beckman, I don't know. Ben Beckman supposed to be tough.
Yeah.
He supposed to be tough. I think Ben Beckman, like, because you know how most crews is the captain's automatically the strongest. I feel like in Shanks Pirates, I really don't feel like Shanks is that much stronger than Ben Beckman. I feel like Ben Beckman could fight Shanks and actually win in some instances. I feel like that's how they do their back and forth.
You know, low-key, that's kind of the same energy I get from Rayleigh and Roger.
And Roger,
too.
right? Yeah. I really feel like Rayleigh and Roger back in their prime. I feel like Rayleigh really could have fought Roger and probably won a couple times. Just
What? Out of rounds?
a couple.
I don't know.
Maybe.
about that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so. I kind of agree.
Okay, so Rayleigh was up there with. I want to say Rayleigh was up there with Roger and Whitebeard because even when Roger was like, "Oh, I want to fight this samurai guy I've been hearing about. I don't want you guys to hurt him too bad." Basically, he said that. He thought that.
Well,
right? He thought that.
Okay, so
Gabon ended up fighting Roger later. I mean Odin later.
yeah. But here's what I'll
To a
say though.
standstill.
When the character says, "Oh, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you guys to hurt him too much," I look at the character that's saying that as someone who is so strong that they can control the output of their power. Whereas, like, you might have some strong people, they can't control how much power they output. So to me, that's how that comment. I think I take it as.
For
like,
me, it's similar. Like, I feel like Roger is just like, yo, I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah.
Y'all are just gonna go out there and kill him.
Because one thing, this man was named Dark King Rayleigh for a reason.
No, yeah, that's true.
That's true. But to me, I'm looking at Rogers was so strong that he knew how much to put in his punch.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm
Because
also
there's
saying,
fighters
like-
who know, like in boxing and stuff, there's fighters who know how much to put in their punch to keep messing with you and making you
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Odin couldn't take it. I'm just saying I feel like Rayleigh is up there with.
No,
Roger.
what I'm saying is I don't think Rayleigh liked the control. I just think
He just doesn't
not,
want to.
Yeah, exactly.
He chooses not to. He's just like, nah, he dead.
Yeah, we not out here for entertainment.
Yeah, so we all agree. So
Yeah.
he's stopping at Ben Beckman.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Ben Beckman, or if you flip it, Aokiji.
Aokiji.
So
Whatever y'all decide.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ben Beckman or Aokiji, who's stronger? All right, so let's get on to it. Let's do this free-for-all between big monster villains in anime from recent anime.
Yeah.
So we got
Kafka.
Kafka. Well, that's not even a villain.
Kafka's not a villain. It's just a free for all.
It's just a free-for-all.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a free-for-all from these big.
There's only one
Unless you want to
hero.
go kaiju form.
Yeah. It's
That's
just kaiju
still,
form.
well,
Yeah.
when he's bloodlusted.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when he was
I
fighting
guess.
the first commander at
So
the end of season
we
1.
got Kafka on here, which we all seen what Kafka did. He was the discount One Punch Man. And then we got Beru, the Ant King. This guy's new king.
Oh
Miriam's
my
still my
gosh.
king.
Just
Miriam
chill.
is still my king. I don't care. He's still my Ant King. I don't know about this guy. Mahoraga,
Yeah.
he's gonna be a problem. And Mr. Need Lotion himself, Mr. I fell in snow and got up and then wiped down. Mr. You could rub his knees together and start a fire. He needs some chapstick. Mr. Don't touch me, you flaky. Mr. Frosted Flakes himself.
Missed that. Put everything in rumbles, bro.
He
Ruins.
didn't say his name.
Shigaraki.
Shigaraki.
I was trying to remember his last name. Does he ever go by his last name?
Is it? Because remember, that's not his real name.
Yeah, that's true. I can't
forget
remember
what
his last name.
I forget what Shigaraki last name is.
Mr. I chew chapstick for lunch.
Yeah. So in this free for all, who we feeling? I feel like Mahoraga poses the biggest problem to
I
me.
disagree. I think
His adaptability.
Shigaraki poses the biggest threat.
Oh yes, because if he does touch Mahoraga,
Yeah, I
it's over
think-
with.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it will take too long, and Mahoraga will just
does
adapt
have-
to it.
he
didn't
does
one
have,
shot. He doesn't one shot Mahoraga fast enough for Mahoraga not to adapt to it.
Well, no, because how long Mahoraga thing has to like before he adapts to it. How long does that
like
take?
60 minutes?
No, it's like 60 seconds, something like that. I forget what it is.
Was it 60 seconds?
Something like that. That's a little bit of manga stuff, so I don't want to get too much into it. But I remember there's a certain amount of time that needs to elapse. Look it up. There's a certain amount of time for him to adapt. And I definitely think that Shigaraki would disintegrate him faster than he had time.
I ain't gonna lie, that battle between Prime Beru before he got beat versus Kafka, that would be tough. That'd be pretty good.
Low key, it depends what part of Solo you talking about. You talking end of series, Beru? He might got that low key.
Also, Mahoraga also regenerate. So if
that's what I'm saying.
Isn't, I wouldn't say he's like super smart, but he ain't dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, if you want to talk about regeneration, like what Sukuna did to him was basically disintegrate him with fire. So I don't see that as any different.
Yeah, but it just the part because Shigaraki gonna come and try to disintegrate him, say he touches his leg, just grow back the leg. We seen him.
No, he's not just gonna. Oh, you mean if he cuts off?
Cut the leg off.
Well, you got to keep in mind too. People did be disintegrating way faster later in the series than earlier on.
People did what?
So people have been disintegrating way faster. Let me see.
In what series?
In My Hero is what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm saying like in the beginning of series, like when he touched Eraserhead and then his elbow slowly started to.
Yeah, and then he had it faster. Yeah, that is true.
I'm saying way in the
because at the end of the series, it was like one touch and you're done. Like all he needed was one touch to win that battle, but couldn't get it.
I wish I can find it.
So no, I think Kafka could do some damage too, but I just don't know how much damage he could do, bro.
I don't think he's doing enough because even where we are in the manga for Kaiju number 8, I don't think he's doing enough to.
All right, so Kafka's the
these.
First person out.
I think so.
So he's out. CJ, Kafka, first person out.
Okay, first person out. I think it's between Beru and Kafka. Honestly, I think Kafka can take out Beru. You don't think he can take out Beru?
Nah, not currently. Not where they at.
We talking about anime only.
Yeah, anime only. Both season 1, season whatever they're in.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I
think Beru's
because Kafka
Beru's got
also
that.
has regeneration.
Yeah,
that's true. But you got to remember, he has a core. If the core gets destroyed, that's it.
That's done.
Yeah, I don't think
so does
Beru's getting
Beru.
to the
Beru
core.
has regeneration too.
Yeah, but I really think he could kill Beru.
I don't think so, bro.
Nah.
Bro, do you not remember when he punched the one kaiju and it made it rain?
Yeah, but my thing, I don't
like
think he's gonna land a hit
episode
on Beru.
1.
I'm saying Beru's way faster than him.
You think Beru's that much faster?
Yes.
Remember when his
Kafka's
girlfriend
not at light speed yet.
You remember when I don't think Beru was at light speed. You remember when Kafka's girlfriend was in trouble? You see how fast he got from one city to another?
Actually, I don't remember that.
You don't remember when?
When Mina was caught?
Mina, yeah, Mina
You
was.
talking manga?
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
I'm
we
saying
said
I'm
anime.
I guess you're right.
But I think wait. That Beru fight in when Beru went from one part of the island to the other, that was pretty fast, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying he like wiped out before they could even like see the ants.
That was damn near like that was not light speed.
Probably
No, it was not.
It's not light speed, but it is getting there. It's getting there.
I don't even think it's that fast.
I think
It's faster in sight.
I think he's faster,
It's faster
than
than
Kafka.
sight, but every sound is faster than sight, and sound is very low on the total boom, especially anime. Come on now.
Yeah. So
something moving at the speed of sound is not faster than sight, though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What moves at the speed of sound? That's not
Jets?
Yeah, you can't see a jet when it flies fast.
I don't know what you mean.
You mean a commercial jet? Commercial jets.
Now, I'm not talking about. I'm saying if you have a jet moving at the speed of sound, yes, you can see it flying through the air. What are you talking about? You think is it invisible?
It's not invisible. It's
you just see a tiny thing that looks like a fly. What's that fly? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because we're looking at it from far away.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
Beru
he
was
right
also
up.
far away. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was that far away.
Yeah,
but
he
I guess.
was. I think Beru beats Kafka. So Kafka is the
I
first
don't
one
know,
out.
bro. I don't know
So
about
now we
that.
got 3 left. Mahoraga, Beru, and Mr. Hands-On learning himself. Pick up that T. Shigaraki.
That's true.
So that's the top 3 right there.
Yeah, I think Beru's next off the list.
Okay,
think
so
so?
with the Mahoraga thing, the time is not specified how long it takes. It said it took him 5 turns of the wheel to adapt to Limitless. So I guess depending on what the attack
chill
is.
Chill with the spoilers.
Oh, whoops. Depending on what he's adapting to determines how much it needs to turn to adapt to. And
He would have to turn real quick for disintegrate.
I don't think it would be that hard. I really don't.
And again, to keep in mind, like, can Mahoraga fly?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Kind of he can change his size. I
Remember he grew. I think he did. He did when he was fighting Sukuna.
I don't remember if he was flying.
He was floating, definitely.
Yeah.
I think there were parts
Nah,
where
I think he produced like some big ass wings.
That was on his head though. He has wings.
Yeah,
on
he
his
has
head.
wings on his face.
They said Kafka's around Mach 10, bro. That's pretty fast. I ain't gonna lie.
That's pretty fast.
But is it anime Kafka?
That's a good question.
I don't know what they're using there. It says early stages, late development, his speed is increased, training.
Yeah.
I
So
don't see him with any wings. I don't know if you can fly. Because my thing is, if Shigaraki even just starts disintegrating the ground, like anything touching the ground will just start to disintegrate too.
yeah. But honestly, all right. So
And remember,
who we
all right, last thing too. Remember also Shigaraki got some crazy regeneration.
he does.
Yeah, but I don't think
These
it's better
last
than
three,
Mahoraga.
they all got regen.
Yeah.
Everybody in here got regen. Actually.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing between the regen and then Mahoraga. Mahoraga also has regen, but then he also has adaptation. Whereas,
Yeah.
you hit me with that. Now it just does not work
yeah.
because he adapted to a concept. I don't understand how you adapt to slashing. So there's no slashing ever works on you no more.
That's crazy. So if he adapts to Shigaraki,
Nah. And plus, the thing is, y'all taking everybody else at their strongest. Y'all not even taking Mahoraga at strongest. Because if you take Mahoraga at his strongest, he's already adapted to Limitless. He already adapted to all
First
this
of all,
stuff.
I don't think it carries over.
Why not?
Because again, if it carried over, certain things just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like he never been hit with fire before, ever,
I don't know.
ever. That'd be kind of dumb.
Okay, so we're taking the Mahoraga that fought Sugino, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Until he died,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so he's already adapted to slashing. And he already adapted to fire.
Yep.
All right. I don't know. I still think
I don't know.
disintegrate
I
is an
still-
easy win con.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Mahoraga really just
So
just
Beru's
adapts.
out. It's between Mahoraga and Shigaraki, and I ain't gonna lie, I think Mahoraga.
And especially you're talking about like he could just cut his leg off. What if he just touch you in your chest? You gonna cut your
yeah,
chest off?
but okay, who do you think is faster though? I'm pretty sure
I
Mahoraga
think-
might be
no.
faster than Shigaraki.
I think Shigaraki way faster.
but you're
What?
talking about in a series though. We're talking about
Damn,
No, I'm
Bakugo
talking about in the
survived this?
anime.
huh?
Didn't Bakugo survive this?
No,
Yes.
but he didn't have his quirk.
What do you mean he didn't have his
Monoma was shutting it down the whole time. They shut down all his quirks the whole time.
Yeah.
Wasn't he still? So he wasn't disintegrating no more.
No, that was
No.
raw strength.
Yeah.
That boy opened his chest. Up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. People sleep on Shigaraki he way faster than you take credit for, because he was reacting and dodging light speed attacks. Because when he was fighting the U.S. hero with
Yeah,
World
that
Order,
is
she was
true.
shooting lasers at him, and he was like, hoo, hoo, ha! And he survived being disintegrated, bro. I'm just saying. He was being straight up disintegrated, and his regeneration was outpacing it.
I don't know, bro. I think in Mahoraga's adaptation, guy.
I think Shigaraki got that.
I think once he see it, okay, so knowing who Shigaraki is, he might not go for the in kill. He might just try to touch him. Mahoraga sees what the hell, it doesn't. But you might be right.
And then also, my next thing is, last thing on this, is what does Mahoraga really have to put down Shigaraki?
the sword with the positive energy.
No, that's reverse curse technique. That's just for curses. That's not gonna do anything to him.
Oh, then he got the sword with the negative. He could do both.
That is true.
What do you mean?
I was just
I think
thinking
he could
endurance
do-
wise.
I go.
I don't think he does. I thought he only has the one. He don't got two.
No, what do you mean? He don't have
Raw
He has
strength,
two?
I
raw
think he could
speed,
flip. I think he could change the energy that's on it.
Oh no, I remember that.
raw strength, raw speed, and endurance maybe. But I can see what you're saying. Shigaraki has more in his
Of all those,
more to offer, I guess, when you talk about what would he put him
I
down
think he's
with.
stronger. I think he's faster.
I
and
don't think he's
he has better
stronger.
hacks.
I do not
Bro,
think he's stronger or faster.
Look at the quirks he got, bro. Look up the quirks he got, man. He
Oh
got
yeah,
some
you are
ridiculous
talking about
quirks.
everything
Yeah.
together. I keep forgetting. I'm thinking about just
I know, cause it's hard to remember this like little like
This-
crybaby
this-
like kid.
Yeah, there's more
But-
quirks added. Yeah, you might be changing my mind there.
Yeah, right.
But like CJ said, if Mahoraga gets to adapt, because this is a free for all, so it's not like Shigaraki's gonna get to sit here and just game plan on just
Shigaraki
one
could probably
person.
Kill everybody else.
Yeah.
Though.
But you got another ability he has too. I forgot about this one. He has scan, which specifically can pinpoint people,
yes, he
always locate them, and it
does.
identifies their weaknesses for you.
Oh,
Ridiculous
What is it going to
busted
tell you
quirks.
about Mahoraga?
I don't know.
There is no weakness.
Hey, don't tell him. Kill that thing in one shot.
I don't think it tells you like that. It's just be like, this is the weakness.
no, that
Not
no,
gonna be that.
I don't know how
It's
it
zero.
works.
no. See, that be gonna say error detected.
Error detected. 401, 404. Page
We
not
cannot
found.
measure.
Weakness not found.
Yep. So, CJ, you playing your flag with Mahoraga still?
I still thought.
I say Shigaraki.
Shigaraki. I'm in the middle between both toss up.
Because not only can
I think
Mahoraga adapt.
Shigaraki does got more in his back to offer to put him down.
Nah, because my thing is Shigaraki, Mahoraga doesn't only adapt for survival. He also adapts for attack power. He could adapt to kill you.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things that he was doing that Mahoraga should not be able to be doing later on in the fight with like other people. But I guess because it's still the same Mahoraga that fights the other guy. I'm not gonna spoil it, you know, right? But it's just that he didn't get a chance to fight him yet.
Yeah, in the realm of like just keeping it light and not trying to get too much into the manga, we'll stay close and I guess
I feel like Shigaraki low key had a little advantage because his series is always just about done. Whereas we JJK, Solo Leveling, and Kaiju no 8, we still like season 2 talking about it. Not even season 2 comparing a fully done anime character, but whatever.
Yeah. All right, a quick little hot take.
These quirks are.
A quick little hot take that I saw on the Twitter space by Anime Tweets. Shout out to Anime Tweets. Y'all go. Since we're on like JJK.
Let me see. Let me hear this take.
There was a voting. I don't know where it was held, but I'm assuming it might be Japan. But they said Gojo versus Goku. The voting was 62% that Gojo would win this fight.
How? What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, bro. Like it's things like this that I'm just like, I love JJK. Gojo's my favorite character in JJK.
He really is.
But y'all just hating on the old generation is pretty much all it is.
Basically.
You're just like, my new anime is better in most cases. Bro, Goku got hacks too, for one.
Yeah.
He has stupid hacks. He can read minds. People always forget that. He can read feelings. He can predict your attack based on the said feelings. This man basically has instant transmission. He could destroy the planet. Just teleport to a different one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
go ahead.
to play devil's advocate, how does he get near Gojo?
Does he need to?
I don't think he needs to is the thing.
Or what would he use?
I'm saying like
No, but tell me though, because the people who don't
pick up the ground underneath Gojo and fly him to space. I'm just saying like there's
Gojo still needs to breathe.
like that's
quote unquote, to be fair, Goku also need to breathe.
Yeah.
But Goku goes into high atmosphere battles all the time and be fine.
Yeah.
Gojo,
because my thing is
listen, I'm not saying Gojo's
fast.
winning. I'm just seeing
that's
how these
devil's
guys
advocate.
think.
I got you.
Goku
I
is
got
just
Goku winning.
significantly faster than Gojo. Gojo would never be able to track, even with his 6 eyes, would never be able to track Goku.
I'm sorry, bro. He's just too fast.
He is just too fast.
Well, that was your hot take of the day,
sorry,
man.
I see where you guys
saw
are coming from.
It was
I see where
crazy.
you guys are coming from.
I don't know where they did this voting. I think it's from Japan, but I'm not sure. But I was just like, man, what the? It's one of those. What the hell did I just read?
Also, I really don't think Gojo have anything to put Goku down either.
Yeah,
Hollow
yeah.
Purple.
Hollow Purple's not
Actually,
going.
because
Hollow Purple.
he just be stopping Hakai.
Exactly.
Like, he's just like,
And Hakai is Hollow Purple.
it's really the same thing, Loki.
It's really the same
I
premise.
don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
And then don't let Goku go Ultra Instinct, because then... What?
There's also the domain
Hollow Purple.
expansion.
What are you talking about?
No, Hollow Purple. Bing,
Bing.
What?
I'd be so annoyed, bro.
I know you would. You'd be pissed, but still.
Gojo would be
Goku
like-
putting that bit in his pocket. I see that for later.
Imagine the mental warfare. Like Gojo would be like, "Yo, what the? Everything out."
Gojo would be pissed because
Yeah.
that'll be the first time ever in his life he just gets outclassed.
and done.
He'll be like, "Yo, who are you? Where'd you come from?"
I thought I was the strongest.
And Goku over here just being childish and like, better next time. All right, a Discord battle that we had in Discord. Shout out to Haitian Fresh again. Hey,
He got
man.
some good
Haitian
ideas,
Fresh,
man.
bro.
Yes.
You be coming out with the bangers, dog.
All right,
I ain't
all
gonna lie
right.
to
Hey,
you.
man, get in that Discord, bro.
For sure, bro.
Listen, if you want to get your questions up here,
Shout
to our
out to
pod.
those who follow the
in that
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah,
in the
I saw a
Louisiana.
couple.
There's a couple of y'all.
But no, we always talk in there. We always got good conversation. So if
Yep.
you want to join, let us know your hot takes.
Yeah.
Hop on in.
So, fourth Raikage versus Jiraiya.
Oh, this
CJ,
is
I
a
want
Naruto
I
take.
want you to tell us where you're leaning, because me and Ty,
Alright.
we already went back and forth in Discord about this,
Okay,
and I just want to read you words after too.
Okay. So, strongest version of Jiraiya versus Raikage. Yeah, that's a free beat for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty good toss up because I'm not gonna lie. Raikage is fast, but ultimately he was just scaling the Tsunade, and Tsunade is not Jiraiya, especially Sage Mode Jiraiya. Do we give him Ma and Pa with Sage Mode?
I mean, yeah, he
Yeah.
summons them. That's like any other summon. Like I'm just saying.
I think so. So who you got, CJ? Wait, your answer was just a toss up. So.
Nah, because I'm thinking about it. Because Raikage, it really took Naruto a couple of tries to outspeed the Raikage. Mm-hmm. The Raikage is super fast.
Yep.
But then Jiraiya just got too much in his bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Jiraiya really got too much in his bag.
Like,
And I'm sure he already knows
prepared.
how everything works with the Raikage. Bro.
I don't think so.
Don't think so, bro?
Why would you think? Why would you think that?
Or let me rephrase that. I think he could very easily pick up on things enough to know what to do.
Oh yeah, definitely, because he figured out the whole pain thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a better way.
Yeah,
to frame it.
the
one
brute
encounter.
force of how strong the Raikages are, especially the fourth, bro.
But he definitely lost the arm to one of the pains.
Yeah, but he already thought it was dead though.
He thought the other three were dead. He didn't know there was another one coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he already thought Pain was done.
Yeah.
He was dead. So he was like his guard was fully down. He was already tired and exhausted.
better question is, I think Raikage might have done a better fight in that jump. Because you see when Sasuke and them were jumping him.
Yeah, but Sasuke not pain though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Sasuke is very much not.
It's just like the his defense, his what's it called?
The lightning
the
cloak.
cloak.
No, not just that.
Durability.
Durability. His durability, even with when he was fighting Sasuke, when he punched the black lightning. I mean, when
black
Sasuke
flight.
hit him with
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, and
I mean, he just cut his hand off.
Yeah.
before he cut his hand off, he still punched him. he still stuck up.
Yeah, because Sasuke was like, "Oh, you're not gonna hit me." The boy said, "Hey, says
And then he sat there and said,
Said who?
"Hurry up and chop this shit. Hurry up, fix this, so
Fix
I could go whoop his ass."
he went right back
And
there.
Gaara had to stop that. Let me tell you what your boy Ty said. I be going crazy, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Ty said, "Yeah, easy, low diff." Actually, we like what? Yeah, Jiraiya.
Jiraiya low diff him? Is what you said?
I forgot about that.
Me and Haitian were like, "The Raikage's fast." This man said, "Yeah, easy, low diff." Actually, it
I was just
disappears
trolling
after.
Low diff is crazy. Low diff on who though?
That was the joke. I was just trolling. But
Like, what?
my actual opinion though, like, I definitely think Jiraiya just got more hacks. Trap that man in the mountain toad, or like I don't know, I guess what it really comes down to is the speed versus the tactics
strength.
for me.
Speed and strength. I
No,
think
not
he
the
has.
strength,
He's
I'm
way
saying the
stronger than
tactics.
Jiraiya.
I think he is. No, not Sage Mode Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Sage Mode Jiraiya was tossing that rhino around like it was nothing.
That is true. That is true.
That boy got hit
And
with a
when-
rhino. That boy said,
And the fact that he does have the frogs with him.
with the frogs.
Yeah.
With the genjutsu.
The Genjutsu.
Yeah.
But
How
that
you supposed to
sound,
avoid that genjutsu?
Raikage is faster than it. I think.
He can move faster than it,
Yeah.
but I
I don't know.
That
How
is
does that
awesome.
work?
Move faster than hearing? Is what you're saying?
I mean, kind of, Loki.
Nah, I think he falls under it.
If he gets close enough, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, you're right. He might fall under the Genjutsu.
I think Jiraiya has a lot to figure out a way to beat him.
Yeah, I really do.
But I think Raikage, if he catches
Because
Jiraiya.
Sage Mode Jiraiya isn't slow. He's
Yeah.
just not Raikage fast, but he
Yeah.
isn't slow. Raikage is the fastest living ninja besides Naruto.
Yeah.
Before Naruto got his Kuruma. I guess Guy was living, but I don't know if he was faster than Guy. I don't know.
But if he catches him, though.
But yeah, if Jiraiya catches him.
No, I'm saying if the Raikage lands some hit on Jiraiya.
Do you think Raikage can put Jiraiya out, though?
that's the question.
Jeez.
Maybe, actually. I don't know. That's a good ass debate.
Hey, man, let us know what y'all think. This
Because also too, like we're kind of just giving Jiraiya Sage Mode, but would Raikage let that happen?
Nah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking about
The
it.
fight has to start off in Sage Mode Jiraiya for this to work. If
Yeah.
No base Jiraiya pulls up to the Raikage. I'm pretty
Raikage
sure
got that.
Raikage got that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, I'm just like Jiraiya just sitting still, like 1 second. I'm coming. I promise. It'll be worth it.
And yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
It has to start in that. If it doesn't, Raikage got that.
Yeah, I think right.
I think that's our answer.
Yeah, but I think it's been Sage Mode. I think Jiraiya has a good chance.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know because Raikage literally, it was just stated that he scaled to Tsunade. Tsunade was up there with Raikage. She wasn't faster, but she was stronger. Raikage had her in speed. She had him in strength.
Yeah.
True.
And she, with her healing and whatnot, she was doing pretty good against
Yeah,
Madara.
Tsunade is only like Kabuto level.
Pre time skip.
He flaw tie. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys. I think I'm gonna go with Raikage. Fuck it. I'm going with Raikage.
I'm going
I'm
with
gonna just say
Jiraiya,
it's a
my
toss
dog.
up. You tell us what y'all think at home. I know a lot of people are just gonna choose Raikage. Don't just choose him because he's black. I know y'all niggas
Choosing him off the
nigga.
strength, off the muscle.
off the melanin.
Hey, bro. Jiraiya's my dog, bro. I was so upset as a kid when he died, man.
Yeah.
Like that made me so upset when he died as a kid. I was like, bro, why didn't you just leave, man? You could have left.
He needed to figure it out.
But we needed that though,
Yeah,
and
he needed
that
that.
was needed for Naruto to grow.
No, don't get me wrong.
low-key.
I know narratively that was
Yeah.
necessary. I wish One Piece would do that a little bit more sometimes.
Who
But
you want out?
no, that's a conversation for a different day.
Dang, he want Buggy to die.
Yeah,
Nah,
we
not
take
Buggy.
Buggy out,
Usopp, low key.
bro.
Low-key.
What's your problem?
I'm just saying that will make the story.
Yeah. Oh man.
I already knew what you were going to say.
I don't like black people. And
No, because Usopp is not black. I will die on that hill, bro.
From South
all right,
Africa.
bro.
There are good black characters in One Piece, bro. Usopp not
name
black.
six.
Let's get to the
Name
next.
6.
Let's get to the
Name
bars.
four.
Let's get to the bars.
I can name plenty, but
Who?
King.
Kaido. Mr.
Kaido's
One.
black, but
Yes, he is.
Usopp, they the same shade.
No, they are not, bro. Usopp's mother is white as snow, bro.
Do you
Okay,
see his
he's
dad?
half
His
black.
dad is mixed at best.
He's definitely Brazilian.
Oh my god.
No, he's South African. They literally came out with his nationality.
Yeah,
He's
they
South
did.
African. They did.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm so dumb.
Stop
with this.
hating. Let's go to the bars, bro. We ain't come here to be controversial on this thing. CJ had
Mr.
some.
One?
Had some. Mr. One.
Wait, what did he say?
He said Mr. One. But anyways, bro, CJ had some bars for us to listen. I know y'all love our reaction with the rap battle, so we got 2 for y'all. Two for one. Yeah, let's go.
You find yourself in front of that white boy from Michigan, and it ain't martial law. You're gonna see so much firing going on, you're gonna need more than a fire martial law. My soldiers are running your shit like the martial law.
Hey.
I don't be like this white boy flipping when he brought that tech in and bullets started kicking like martial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's for the Tekken fans. If you don't know who Martial Law is, he was one of my favorite characters to play with.
Hey,
back in
he went
Tekken.
in. That bitch
What's
said
that
martial law.
Is that the guy that you finally were able to beat me with in?
I like how he say finally able when I had the higher record. It was like
That's
19
crazy,
to like
bro.
6.
Okay, but I'm
It
just
was
saying it was 4 in a row,
19
bro.
to 6.
It was 4 in a row,
It was
bro.
19
That's crazy.
to 6. You really should have been off the controller when I hit 7, because 7 sipped skunk, bro.
Okay. That's crazy. What he's
You
not
don't know about
mentioning,
that.
what he's not mentioning is that's my first time playing Tekken. All right.
Hey, you picked up the sticks,
Okay,
you get to
I'm
work.
just saying, bro.
You
My
pick up the
first
sticks,
time,
you
4 in a
get to
row. That's all I'm saying.
You
Now
pick
I was
up the
playing
sticks.
random characters.
You pick up the sticks,
You get to work.
I don't care.
All right.
Oh, man, he still never beat my
This
Kuma.
this one's a long one, so let me screen record it just
All
in
right,
case
let's see.
we do the bars. I pause it.
It's always Goku this or Gohan that when you spit it, bro. Okay, you love Dragon Balls. I get it, bro.
Damn, that's
My
crazy.
side bitch call me.
That was crazy. You love Dragon Balls.
I don't like how he said it like that.
Pause. That's crazy word.
He going hard in it too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy word.
Yeah, let me see.
Crazy word.
Okay.
Like, could you imagine, boo, if you hit it slow, but I got a girl, so I pay a lot of green to keep my pickle low.
Hey, yo.
Green to keep my pickle low.
Yo. Okay, he like I said.
She bad. She bad. Summer Madness crowd wouldn't boo ma. Her name's Chanel. She a diva. I hit it once, I went 8. Now she could tell I'm a leader.
Nah.
But
I
Vegeta
hate-
really not.
I went 8 and she could tell the 8.
Oh, she went 10. Oh, that's crazy.
clean.
That's
That's
crazy. That
clean.
went over my head.
Hey, nigga, please. You'll get a shell from the heater. For you to survive, the doctor have to put your cell in the freezer.
Nah.
Oh, God.
Hey, somebody getting cooked. Somebody getting cooked.
Or you can tell the audience too, bro. They eating that up.
Get him the stretcher.
Late. A lot of platinum albums were sold here. You nice, but with all them Super Saiyans, the most you can do is go gold here. I let that phone free and point the deuce, throw the beam in your mouth. I'll do the few.
I ain't gonna lie. And music is gold, platinum.
Yeah,
the
I
hair.
know. I get it. I get it. That's crazy.
dance with chiller and scheme in your house. Boy,
Nah.
Oh, I missed that one. I missed that one.
Gohan that when you
Let me
spit-
go for you. I got you.
beam in your mouth. I'll do the fusion dance with chillin' and scheme in your house. Boy,
Oh, I got you.
it's always go through this. So
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he has some haymakers. In
He
that.
has some
Like
killed that. He
bars,
killed
I ain't
that. He
gonna
killed
lie.
that.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
You have to put your cells
in
in
a
the freezer.
Yeah.
That's crazy work. That was crazy work. I fuck with it. I fuck with
Boy,
it.
he was going. He destroyed him with all Dragon Ball Z lines.
All Dragon Ball Z.
Like I just noticed that.
I ain't like the first one though. I like Dragon Ball Z. Fuck you. I like Dragon Ball Z. Fuck you.
You know he's a
You like
fan. He
Dragon
just using
Ball.
it. Yeah.
Yo, relax. Player, relax.
He just saying.
He's
I don't
going
like you
straight
talking
to
about
the
me like
audience
that.
now.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. Okay.
No, nothing about that.
A little fun one that we had. This was a while ago.
Oh, we got one more?
Yeah, we got one more. Just this last one. You know, a little fun one we had.
I had to let go of my pride. Push that aside as I focus less on mine.
Hey.
That's when we shine. We can do this now together. Never say never, and we have yet to even hit our prime. We bigger and better, God. Got us on a new level.
Hey.
We a team, and we some rebels. Ready for whatever. It's just me and my better. We gon' get it together. Through the darkness, all we gotta do is shine. Yeah.
With the autotune, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, I know that guy. He makes some good stuff. He's the one that made that one Gojo one versus Toji.
Oh yeah, with Toji.
Oh yeah, you're right. I swear, see that you had one that for a while after we did the AI one. You sent us one like immediately. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. But anyways, man, appreciate y'all for joining us in this episode, man. Y'all
Appreciate.
continue liking, subbing, subscribing, and I said that twice. But continue to help us grow, man. Check out the merch, and we might be in another con near you soon. So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you out there, and appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Peace.
we going to North Carolina.
Soon.
Peace.